What's up, y'all? It's a terrible angle. And I haven't done my makeup yet. But I still wanted to come on here and I want to have a little chit chat about something that I've been struggling with these last couple of weeks. I'm not even gonna say last couple of weeks. It's been the last month. The last month, which I think is why my posting has slowed down, which I apologize for, okay? I apologize wholeheartedly because I know that it's not an excuse or whatever. We've got to push through. And that's what I'm trying to do now, okay? Nails not even done. That's how you know I'm struggling right now. So let's talk about it. PCOS, y'all already know that is something that I struggle with. And I'm going to be struggling it with probably the rest of my life. You know, we've talked about it, and if you don't know, you know, you can look it up. It's polycystic ovarian cystidae. I forgot the whole name of it, but PCOS, just look it up. Okay? And so anyways, it's just been hitting me really heavy these last few weeks to a month, because, you know, I've had my period, I want to say today, what's today, August 15th today, and I've had my period since, I could remember, because I'll be losing track because I forget to write it down when it starts, but I can remember having it like June 8th, like earlier than June 8th, like it's been here this whole time, but this last week, it came like heavy, because at first it was just not even spotting. It was a regular period, but it was pretty light. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a normal, it was a nice, normal, decent period. And then it just came heavy. Like I'm bleeding through everything. TMI, but I'm bleeding through everything. You know, when you go into the bathroom, everything, you just changing. Some women probably won't be able to understand, you know, where I'm coming from because they never experienced it. But the ones that do understand that, like, sometimes when I used to go to work, we're working from home right now because of COVID and everything, but when I used to work at work, there was one time when my period was really heavy. It was the last time I remember it being this heavy. It was bleeding so heavy that I bring a lot of pads to work with me so that I could, you know, keep replacing, especially because I knew how heavy I was bleeding. But I still midday, not even the whole day, midday, I ran out of pads because of how much I had to change it, and I just kept bleeding through. And then so I had to do the whole run out of pads, you got to do the toilet paper thing, and they had cheap toilet paper, so I was there like this, making a whole pad, trying to make it as thick as possible, look like I was walking around with it, because I was like, thick ass toilet paper down there. And I still had bled through it, so I had to go home. I had to leave work and go home because I was just bleeding too much. And then I was scared because I had to take an Uber home. I didn't want to bleed in the car. Oh, it was a whole struggle. But that's how it's going. And I feel like for me, you know, the stress of already having a period is regular. Everybody knows the stress of having a period, even when you're a regular schmegular girl. There's those women, there's those blessed women, like a friend of mine, they get the period for like 3 to 5 days, mostly 3. It'd be a nice, light, regular little period. I don't even think she gets any cramps. And you know, what does it feel like to be God's favorite? Really, I would like to know. What does it feel like? Because for those of us who obviously are on the naughty list, it sucks, man. It sucks. So yeah, I've been struggling a lot this week. So yeah, what I was saying, when it's very heavy like this, like when it's really coming at me, and we're going almost on 2 months now, like 1.5 months right now, and it doesn't have no sign of stopping. The most that I've gone is 2 full months. 2 full months and maybe a little bit over is the longest that I've gone in my entire life with a period. Continuously. Maybe it stops for like 1 day in between, but it comes right back the next day, or maybe just a couple hours where it seems like a day. But I feel like when it's at its heaviest like this, that's when all the other symptoms start to come and hit really hard as well, with PCOS. So the depression, the anxieties, the insecurities, overeating, the weight gain, the bloating. Surprisingly, I don't have any cramps, because usually when I do bleed a lot and, you know, have a lot of, again, TMI guys, clots, when I have a lot of clots, which usually happens when I'm bleeding a lot, that's when the cramps like come in. The cramps that feel like someone literally jumped on your back and is just stabbing it. It's just stabbing it. Like the kind of cramps that you can't get rid of unless you go to sleep. And if you can go to sleep, God bless you. Because sometimes it's just that painful. Yeah, it's crazy. So no cramps this time, which I'm very, very, very grateful for. But everything else is kind of settling in. Like this last week, I feel like I've cried every day for the last week, and I have no reason why. There's no reason why I'm crying. I'm just crying. I'm just crying because I'm sad. That's pretty much just it. I was slipping. I was starting to slip, especially last night. I was starting to like really slip into like a dark little place. And today I woke up and I was just gonna lay there. I was just gonna lay there and just stay there all day. But then I had to use the bathroom. I had to use the bathroom. Obviously in the morning, I had to use the bathroom. I wanted to brush my teeth. And then my plan was to lay back down, but I just didn't. I didn't. I ended up going on TikTok and I started dancing. I made a dancing TikTok, which didn't turn out as planned. So I was trying to make it real sexy and seductive and serious, but it didn't turn out that way. So it's really just dancing and funny. That's my personality anyways. I can't even be serious. But yeah, it's really funny. If you're not following me on TikTok, go follow me on TikTok. Hello. But yeah, no, so I just want to point out, you know, to all of my women who are struggling with PCOS, sometimes, you know, it's not always be strong and we got this, you know. Sometimes you have those weeks, and in my case, a couple weeks where you don't feel strong. You do not feel strong. You do not feel like you have this. You do not feel like you're in the place to be able to deal with this. And that's okay too, you know, as long as, like I said, today you have to bring yourself out of that. You can take your time to be sad. You can take your time, but as long as you don't stay in that sad place, like you have to make the decision to want better for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else is going to be able, the pep talks from other people, the friends, obviously they're coming from a good and genuine place, but they're not really going to be able to dig you out of that place that you dug yourself. You have to do it. You're the only way that knows how to get out of it, and you're the only way that can get yourself out of it. So it's just a little reminder because, you know, I've been going through it. So I was wondering if anybody else is as well. And if you are, this is a safe place where we can talk. This is the judgment-free zone. Like I always say, we can always talk. You can always let me know if you want to talk about something. I've been dealing with this for a very, very long time. The earliest I can remember is 14, but I wasn't diagnosed with PCOS until I was 24. So yeah. Let's regulate it. Let's regulate periods. Let's regulate all this stuff that is 100% and completely natural, and it happens. So that's all I gotta say about that. If you're not following my social medias, go ahead and follow them down below. Instagram and TikTok is really the only things that I really use right now. So definitely go follow those. If you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, share, and turn on your post notifications, honey. Because you don't be wanting to miss out. Okay? All right. I love you, and I will see you in the next video.